Hi everyone. So I wanted to come on real quick and talk about some of the energies that have been coming through. So we are currently stationed in Capricorn for our sun, but we did have some interesting energy coming through the moon. So the moon recently transversed through Taurus, and it activated the Aldebaran Stargate. And it also, through that activation of the Aldebaran Stargate, because it's connected to Archangel Michael, it lit up a lot of the Archangel Michael ley lines, and the ley lines that are connected to his archetype, his energy, his frequency. So I've noticed that there has been a lot of synchronicities connected to Archangel Michael, his energy and his frequency, and in alignment with that Stargate that was opening. There was also some Pleiadian energy that was coming through, and I was still feeling it, and it was definitely, there was some, I believe in Uranus, some alignments connected to the Pleiades. There was also a lot of synchronicities with the number 22, and I thought it was really interesting that we had Pluto and Saturn in 22 degrees. And I know that's coming up for the big conjunction. And I feel like there was other planets that were aligning to the 22nd degree. I don't know if that was just when I was looking at the chart and that's no longer relevant. But it really just seemed like there was a lot of planets in the 22nd degree. And I feel like that's a critical degree. I don't know enough about astrology to give a lot of information. So you'll have to do that on your own. But I do want you to be aware that we did have activations coming through for Vega Lyra, which opposes the Sirius Alpha Stargate. So you could be getting transmissions through Sirius and through Vega Lyra. And then also the Aldebaran and the Archangel Michael transmissions. I noticed a lot of people were getting transmissions coming from and through, sorry, light language is wanting to come through already, from and through Archangel Michael. So I'm actually going to bring through an activation, and I got 222 as I was talking about 22s earlier. So these are codes that are really activating energies that are connected to Archangel Michael, and any grid workers that are called to those ley lines to do activations or work. This is going to assist. I also got that there's a lot of Aldebaran origins that are awakening through this activation that currently happened. So there's going to be a lot of integration over the next few days, and then leading up into the full moon, we may have another kind of wave of awakened or newly awakened coming through this activation. And I'm getting, this is a very, very strong energy. So this may be some people that are just kind of waking up out of nowhere and asking questions. So kind of be open to random people popping into your life that you didn't even realize that were spiritual, getting into spirituality through these activations that have currently been going through. So speaking of activations, we are currently going through Gemini. The moon is going through Gemini. Sun is still in Capricorn. And we have this activation coming through, and this was funny because I could feel these energies coming through already for Orion, and so I was interested when I realized, and I will leave a link below for the channel for Indigo Angel, because I follow a lot of her information. She had put out a video talking about the sands of time, and speaking of activations coming through Mintaka and alnitak, which is the same kind of information I was getting. So I thought that was a really cool synchronicity, and I really hope that this will resonate with somebody, because I know Galactic Goddess, she was doing a channeling the other day, and she had mentioned Archangel Michael. And she was channeling with Ela Rah La. I'm probably saying her name wrong, so I'll leave links below for these people that I'm mentioning. but her name, I believe, is Ela Rah or Ela Rah La. I might be saying it wrong. Melchizedek is her channel. So I will leave links below for that. And I believe she posted the channeling, but they had mentioned the energies, and I hadn't spoken to either of them about the activations that had come through. So that was another synchronicity for me for the codes that had come through in my last video, and then just things that I had been picking up for the integration for the codes coming through now. So these are going to be activations for Orion Starseeds, and these are also going to be activating anybody who maybe missed some of the last activations that I had. These are going to be more integrated codes from that last video, coming from Vega Lyra and Sirius, and then the Pleiadian energy that I was getting was coming from the Aldebaran Stargate, which is on the shoulder of the bull, which is kind of more to the side of the Pleiades, not really in the Pleiades. So I guess if you consider the Hyades and the Pleiades, and then it's kind of like there. But I just want everybody to kind of get into a space where they can receive these activations. So go ahead and take a nice deep breath. And begin relaxing into your body. And just allow yourself to breathe. Breathe deeply. Breathing in the air from around you, from around your space, and then just grounding down any energy that is not yours, that is not serving your highest good. And I'm just kind of tuning into the energy. I'm starting to feel it very strong. And I just got alnitak, so this is going to be specifically for starseeds that resonate with alnitak. Onokoto shinakata snato shinakata. O kihihiti snato. Onokoto shinakata snata shinakata snata. Onokoto shinakata. O karekihiti snata. Okay, so, and that was just real quick, an activation for any kind of soul memory for alnitak starseeds or people who have alignments with alnitak. There's some kind of a soul memory connection to Arcturus I was getting. So this is just going to activate maybe a codon or some kind of a memory. I'm getting that this is connected to soul memory, and this is just an activation. And I'm getting a little bit of heart clearing because the activation is really working in the heart, working with something connected to the past or a parallel past energy. A past-like parallel energy is what I got. Yeah. There is no time, there is no past. It's a parallel-like energy that has a past energy feel to it. It's kind of weird how I get these energies, and it's like when I try to bring through the translation, I'm overcomplicating it. So I'm connecting with Mintaka, aspects of myself that are also connected to Mintaka, to bring through these codes. I'm just getting a lot of water energy. It's almost like I'm hearing like the sound of water. Unato shakihiti snato rakanata snata. Ukasnata snata nokoto rakahiti snato shnakata nokoto rakihiti snata shnakata. Morakihiti snato shakarikihiti snate snato shnakata. And I'm seeing like mermaids, like a mermaid-like energy. I'm like it's like water flowing. Korasikihiti snatoshnakata snatoshnakata. Nakiri kihiti snatosh nakata snatash nakata snatosh nakata. This is working with the water elementals, to kind of getting neutralized and transmute excessive energy, maybe connected to the fires. Okay, so maybe this is connected to the fires. I was getting that this is like we're connecting with the water energy to kind of neutralize maybe an overabundance of fire energy. Nukurekiti snato shnakata snata onakirikiti snata Kore sikihiti snata shnakata snata nakoto shnakata onakirikiti snata shnakata snato shnakata Akaikihiti snato shnakata snata O karakihiti snata shnakata snata shnakata Anakati snato shnakata snata Onakorakihiti snata nakotorakihiti O kihiti snato shnakata snata. So that was anchoring and grounding codes that are connected to water. So if you connect with water, you feel very connected to water. You could be feeling very activated by these codes. I was also getting that this is maybe connected to if you are feeling called to do any grid work or work connected to the fires, healing connected to the fires. This is just assisting with that energy, with the anchoring and with the movement of the energy. With it's like a booster for the manifestation of the rain. Feeling something in the heart, and this could be Gaia's heart that I'm feeling right now. Kora kihiti snata shnakata snata shnakata o kihiti snata shnakata. This is like an opening. I'm getting this is like almost like I feel like the way I just saw it was like cracking open like a shell, but I was feeling it in the heart. So it was like a shell cracking open that was connected. Maybe some of you have some walls built up around your heart, and those are being burst open. They're being cracked open like a shell, and maybe you're feeling that. Kora kihiti snata shnakata snata shnakata, and you need to ground. You need to ground when you're starting to feel that dense energy in your heart. Ground it, and just be aware that there is going to be energy coming up from the past. That you're going to feel a lot in your heart. You're going to be carrying a lot of dense energy, that from like linear perspective, past experiences. This is like moving and opening, assisting with that cracking open. So I'm getting that the heart is really getting a lot of work, but we're getting a lot of work in the solar plexus as well. So I haven't really gotten the energy that has moved into the solar plexus, but earlier as I was kind of gathering information for this transmission, I was getting a lot of hits and synchronicities for the solar plexus and working with the inner child and working with our self-control and how we kind of perceive ourselves. This is self-confidence, self-esteem, and then kind of how that reflects outwardly. And as I'm talking about this, I'm starting to feel my solar plexus get very dense and kind of hard. So this must be a lot of energy that's coming through the collective. Korakihiti snata shnakata snata, onakoto shnakata snata shnakata, o karikihiti snato shnakata snata shnakata, o karikihiti snato shnakata snata shnakata. And I'm getting that there's just a lot of inner child stuff that's coming up for people. Inner child stuff that's parallel to issues that are being reflected as an adult, that you're just now maybe realizing that there's a parallel there. And this is a lot having to do with self-confidence and self-esteem and how you kind of perceive yourself and how that reflects outwardly. So when we feel confident about ourselves, other people have confidence in us. And when you start losing confidence in yourself, the people around you will start to lose confidence in you. So if you're trying to, like, I'll just use a personal experience, because we all have the right to be vulnerable sometimes, right? And sometimes through those sharings of personal experiences, we can grow together. So for me, I was dealing with a lot of shadows that were connected to my self-confidence and my self-esteem, and I was allowing that to reflect outwardly, and it was affecting my ability to work with people in a way that I felt was effective. And this was because I didn't have that confidence in myself, and they were picking up on that. And as somebody who works in a field as a hypnotherapist, where I always have to maintain that confidence in a session, I did have a session where I had a patient that I was just, I was having a difficult time with, because not everybody can go under, because hypnosis is a complicated thing, and if you have a lot of negative programming kind of built up around how it works, then it can affect your ability to kind of relax enough to go into that lower brainwave state of theta. So through this experience, I kind of allowed myself to lose confidence in my ability to work with people. And the good thing that came out of that was I went back and I reworked my system and took another course and refixed the spot that I was having difficulties with, which was in my inductions. So through that negative experience, I was able to bring a very positive growth and expansion, not just for myself, for my business, for my being, but also for my soul, because I was able to see that basically the biggest core file wound that I was like replaying over and over was connected to my self-confidence. So I was just getting a message and this is really just, it's your time to shine. And I know this is not just for me, this is for all of you. It is your time to shine. And when I heard that, I was just like, I get this warm feeling, and I'm starting to feel very warm. So this is just that warm sun energy that's coming through right now. And there's just so much energy coming from the sun, and just solar codes and solar crazy alignments going on. The sun crossing over the galactic center, and I just want to send everybody all my love and blessings through these crazy energies and activations as they come through. And just remember that little message that came through. It is your time to shine. It is all of our time to shine. It's time to kind of shine that light for others, especially for the newly awakened that are going to be receiving these activations and then start questioning, their existence. Like we all have kind of been going through this past few years. Some of us have been doing it for a few years. For me, I've only been on this journey for about a year. I'm still very fresh and new, but it's kind of one of those light switch turns on and you just get right to work because you got a mission, and I am going to continue with my mission. And I love you all so much. I send you all my love and blessings.